It's probably the first song you've ever learned as a child. Ring Around the Rosie. But what if I told you the innocent-sounding nursery rhyme might have some roots in one of the deadliest pandemics in human history? A simple children's game? Kids have been skipping in circles to this song for centuries, literally. But while modern parents treat it as a harmless rhyme, folklorists and historians have long debated the meaning behind the words. Many believe it didn't begin as a nursery rhyme at all, but as a dark cultural memory, a warning. Let's rewind back to the mid-1300s. Europe was choking under the grip of the Black Plague, the bubonic plague. Cities emptied, families vanished overnight, and death carts rolled through cobbled streets daily. According to the popular theory, each line of Ring Around the Rosie mirrors symptoms of the plague itself. Let's break it down. Ring Around the Rosie. A red circular rash, one of the first signs of infection. A literal ring around the rosy skin. A pocket full of posies. People carried herbs and flowers in their pockets to mask the smell of death, and as a form of protection, often covering their faces to avoid the putrid smells. Ashes, ashes. Often interpreted as cremation of a dead, diseased body. Or, and here's a little rabbit hole that I went into, the ashes, ashes part is also seen by some historians as an interpretation for sneezing, which was once considered to be the final stages before death. Yeah, sneezing. While sneezing is the body's natural reflex and has no direct signs of impending death, during the 1300s, where no one really knew anything, some ancient cultures and beliefs did associate sneezing with death, or the expulsion of the soul from the body, which is very interesting because that leads to the tradition of everyone saying bless you after a sneeze as a protective measure or wishing good health. Another theory is that sneezing was once thought to be a sign of illness or misfortune. Saying bless you was a way to ward off negative consequences. Nowadays, bless you became a simple polite gesture to acknowledge a sneeze and show concern for the sneezer's well-being. Anyway, back to Ring Around the Rosie. The last part of the song, we all fall down. The end result, everybody dies. The Black Plague took out an estimate 75 to 200 million people during the course of the pandemic. Creepy, right? But here's where it gets a little complicated. Many historians argue that this connection is too convenient. The rhyme itself doesn't appear in print until the late 1800s, centuries after the Black Death, and there are dozens of regional versions of the song with completely different lines. Some don't even mention posies or ashes at all. So was the plague rhyme idea just a modern interpretation? A spooky legend we attached to a nonsense rhyme? The other explanation to the song is that it originated either in the UK or Germany, had no sinister past, and was simply a children's rhyme song. The entire explanation that tied to the Black Plague simply fits the narrative. Some theorize that the words in the song translated to the dealings with death simply because it fit really well. The truth is, both. Maybe it didn't start as a plague song, but folk memory is strange. Oral traditions can hold onto a trauma in bizarre ways. Melodies and lines that feel off for a reason that we can't explain. Think about it. Would it really be that surprising if a generation of plague survivors embedded a warning in the songs they passed down to children? It really wouldn't. So what do you believe? Like, comment, and share the weird.